The DuRocher family is taking the term sibling rivalry to a whole new level. Brother Johnny is a Husky playing first for Washington's football team and now giving baseball a try. Sister Amanda went the way of Washington State. She's a rising star on the Cougars basketball team. Amanda may have been the little sister, but she was always looking out for her big brother Johnny. It started back in elementary school. I was starting to kind of get in a fight or whatever, and she comes out of nowhere and just kicks the kid. And I was just kind of like, I can handle myself, Amanda. I'm a little bit older than you, a little bigger, a little stronger. I think I can handle this. In mid-November, Johnny received news that would be hard for anyone to handle.
I got a tumor, and I got another doctor's appointment sometime next week, and get a second opinion, but most likely it's going to come out November 30th.
Across the state, Amanda felt the impact just as her season started.
It was one of those things where I didn't stress it a lot. We talked about it, very, very little bit, but, it's not something I wanted to talk to her about. I didn't want her to be worried about my head, while she's getting ready to go play.
Just knowing that every day I was going out and getting to do what I love, and, my brother might never get to play sports again, that was definitely something I always thought about.
I know she was worried. She came home a week after I had the surgery, so that was nice to see her.
They've always had sports in common, but their relationship has changed since their days as star athletes at Bethel High School.
Because growing up we had such a competition with one another, we weren't that close in high school and growing up, but now that she's doing her own thing and we've gotten older, we've really become a lot closer.
This despite the fact that Amanda's doing her thing at his school's biggest rival.
She always is trying to kind of one-up me, and I think this was maybe her way of doing it again, but it was tough having her go over there.
I'm definitely a die-hard Cougar fan. Whenever the Cougars play the Huskies, I always root for the Cougars, and I always give my brother a hard time whenever the football games be going on.
The hardest time belongs to their parents. With Johnny suiting up in purple and gold and Amanda donning crimson and gray, their folks are torn.
During football season, they wear their Husky stuff. During basketball season, they wear their Cougar stuff.
It's kind of like we want them to choose, we're like, you can't be both. That's wishy-washy, but they always are like, oh, we're Huskies and we're Cougars. I'm always trying to come home with a new shirt or a hat or something for my parents or something. Just that way I make sure they got enough purple stuff that, kind of evens out the crimson a little bit.
Something he feels is necessary now that little sis has found a way to emerge from the shadow Big Bro cast during their youth.
Especially once we got into college and stuff, and she's really succeeded in where I haven't had as much success at the college level as she had. She's really a hard worker, she's competitive, she puts her nose to the grindstone and gets after it, and we're all really proud of her.
A shooting star on the Palouse and a young man overcoming the odds at Montlake. There's plenty of pride in the DuRocher family. Kara Capuano, FSN Live.